is up, YouTube? It is Reagan here, and welcome back to my channel. This week, it's going to be all about getting real. Getting real with yourself about where you are emotionally and what is reality for you in your life. During our nurse residency class this week, we talked all about professionalism and how each individual deals with anger. This is not only important in your career, but it's also important in your personal life as well. During 2021, I'm taking more responsibility on meeting positive goals in my life, like growing my YouTube channel, building a career, and letting out all of the toxic energy that has haunted me in the past. So today is Wednesday, just arrived to Columbia, South Carolina. As you know, I'm a single parent, but I do co-parent with their father. It's just a part of the way things are. With co-parenting, I have 3 tips that helps us stay focused on what's important, and that is our children. So for me personally, we separate our personal relationship from our co-parenting relationship. This is important because it helps you own your own emotions and also helps you set any hurt feelings or anger aside for the betterment of the children's well-being.
Make it get some more gas.
Not letting the window down?
You gotta put your seatbelt on.
Yeah, so we won't die.
Willow.
What?
The third tip that I have for you for maintaining a positive co-parenting relationship with your ex is to definitely communicate. There's gonna be times where you have to talk about, the children or things that's happening that may affect the children. So communication is key with keeping things going in a positive direction. So finally, it's Friday night, and I have had a busy week at work, a busy week just in general with family and kids. So we decided to go to Longhorn Steakhouse. I stuck with the white cheddar stuffed mushrooms to try to stay on somewhat of a diet, guys. It was delicious. Today is Saturday. It is my first day off of the weekend, and we are about to head back to Greenville for my mom's birthday.
Yay!
Yay. Traffic was a bear coming in, but we are here. Made it to my little room. We're going to a restaurant called Paul's Chop House, which is one of the most expensive restaurants in Greenville for my mom's birthday. She definitely deserves it, and more. So we wanted to treat her tonight. So we gotta find something to wear. I have no idea. And I feel like I wear black all of the time, but whatever. I'm gonna wear it again tonight, probably. Do we feel like back out? Or do we feel like modesty? We'll see. Okay, guys. Here we are. Final look. We're going for all black everything tonight. And I'm super stoked about it. I mean, I really rarely get to go and do anything other than work most times. So since we are going out for a special occasion, I wanted to dress a little differently. So now we need to get our makeup done. I didn't bring anything extra with me, but I did bring my B&B cover because I didn't bring any moisturizer. So we're gonna use this. This is gonna kind of serve as a base for tonight. I'm gonna follow up with my concealer, definitely under the eyes, my Pro Conceal. You guys have seen that. I swear by this stuff. Love, love, love it. 11 o'clock. Let's roll. Okay, so I made it downtown and we are looking for the restaurant. Heading in that direction. It's very busy down here. Nightlife downtown Greenville is usually always popping. The grow pots here. I just got back from Greenville. I'm super tired, very exhausting trip, but here we are. We are going to finish what we started and get some seeds in the soil. I absolutely love gardening because it's really a reflection on life, if you think about it. So if I plant tomato seeds, then I expect to get back a tomato plant. So is life as well. So in the words of Mahatma Gandhi, an eye for an eye ends up making the world blind. Therefore, guys, we have to focus on sowing seeds of positivity. When people want to stay in negative cycles, you got to pull yourself out of that. Okay, so this is actually pretty big. You could actually do vegetables in this as well. Look at this. It's a lot of grow space. And it's really deep if you wanted to plant like lettuces or things like that. It's actually a fabric material so that when you water, it can actually seep through. I'm gonna pour this in just to see if the water is gonna seep through the bottom, and it does. So there's good drainage. It actually does come through the bottom. So that's a good thing for outside, but in the house, maybe not so much. But with seeds, you shouldn't have to water as deeply. You just wanna keep the soil moist. This is probably going to take about 2 bags of soil. But I think I only have 1. So we're gonna get our soil in our pot. I'm using Miracle Grow garden soil from Lowe's here. So we have our soil in our pot. Actually, the soil came out of the bag kind of moist, and that's okay. We're gonna start out with our zinnias, the California Giant variety to be exact. These are going to be absolutely gorgeous. My hands are dirty, but you can see what these seeds look like.
Ooh,
Here are the seeds.
she didn't want to come out.
So the first thing we're going to do is sprinkle the zinnias lightly on the soil that we have here in our pot. After sprinkling all of the seeds that you want to grow out on your soil, you just cover them lightly with soil. They don't need to be sowed too deeply. I only sowed about 13 seeds in this pot, just because one of these plants that actually makes it to maturity, it's probably going to be about 2 feet tall. Okay, So you want to give it the best opportunity to germinate and blossom. So it's better to sow thick and then weed out later than to sow sparingly and get nothing back. Because the soil is really moist, I'm going to leave this actually in the house, under my kitchen window where it's nice and warm, just to make sure that they germinate and get a good start. As these start to grow, I definitely will let you guys know how they're doing. So with the zinnias, it takes 7 to 12 days to germinate. After germination, it takes about 35 to 60 days to get a full mature plant. So my suggestion to you, if you're gonna start seeds in the house, I suggest that you use at least a 3-inch pot to start at least 3 seeds at a time. Typically there's like 60 days to your next frost if you're starting them right about now. And you want that plant to have as much space as possible to grow. If you're going to be starting them in the house, start them in a bigger pot. So 3-inch pot, something a little bigger. This is probably about a 4-inch pot. But if you started in something bigger, you'll have a more viable plant. You might have less of them, but you'll have more of a viable plant. I'm gonna throw some water on this. And the zinnias are planted. As always, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Toodles.